What's going on, confessors? Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday up in here. And here we go with another episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Couple of interesting things. Not a lot happened, but we're going to talk about the things that did and get into them and all that good stuff, all right? Let me bring on my lovely co-host, the Miss and One Only Dina, a.k.a. Christina, the Recipe Queen. Hey, boo, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Nice to see you looking nice, beautiful, and smiling beautiful. Okay. Ting, ting, ting. Okay. She is tinging up in here. Okay. Look at that.
So I'm
Look
glad
at
to,
that.
you know.
Look at that. Okay. Well, let me pull out my notes because this episode started off with a continuance of Moses and Destiny. Okay.
Jesus.
Sweet Jesus. Hold on, because I just
Look,
wrote down what the fuck
look,
I was
BB said,
doing.
I'm not interested in watching this show. It's a hot mess, and I'm ready for it to be over with. Girl, join the club, because, man.
And we is only on episode 5, which makes it so bad. What makes it so bad? That's the sad thing. And you know how Carlos does. He's going to take this season and put it in 2 parts, and it's gonna be actually 2 seasons, but it's gonna be 1, but it's gonna feel like 2.
Well,
So
they can stop now because it's boring, and that new girl is dry. But anyways, let's just talk about the subjects
we'll
as they
just get
happen.
through it. So every episode we are learning something new about this whole thing between Moses and Destiny. So this conversation, we learned that she was going back to see him every other weekend, and he couldn't help but make the comment that he also helped pay for her to come and go. I don't really understand why that was a point to say that, but maybe it was also because she also mentioned that, she wasn't paying her bills and she couldn't be all up under him because she had to work, take care of her and her child and all of this. So, the conversation got nowhere once again. It was just a whole bunch of BS between the both of them. Nothing got resolved. She feels her way, he feels his way. And it's just like, I still just think I think Moses, I blame Moses for this. I don't even blame Sunni and Moses. I blame just Moses. It's just something about him. And I still don't know exactly what it is, but it's just something about him.
He's an opportunist, number one. And number two, he know what he did was wrong. And I agree with her that he was trying to do some type of get back. If they really fell in love, okay, so be it. But it's trash.
I feel like that is the ultimate get back. How other way is the ultimate get back than to get with someone that they knew, your ex knew. It's just trifling all the way around, and I just feel that and perhaps that Sunni wasn't feeling the friendship the way Destiny was. Even if so, if you knew about them, why would you go with him? That's just all I'm saying still.
For real.
Do what you gonna do, but I just still feel like that is something I wouldn't do. No, you're not. It's not illegal to do. It's not the end of the world. You shouldn't be shunned for doing it. But it's like, ooh, girl, like, I wouldn't want you to trust you around my man type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's how
wouldn't
I.
trust her around my dog.
I just don't like that for Destiny. And again,
I
now
wouldn't
say
trust
again,
I wouldn't
I
trust her around my dog.
you wouldn't even trust her around Kimar.
Nope.
She
Nope, not
can't
at
even
all.
dog shit Kimar.
Nope.
You wouldn't even let her do it for free.
No, because she might try to steal my dog.
Goddamn. I mean, and you know, and not to say that Sunny isn't a lovely woman outside of that, you know, and she probably is, but all we get to see is this and what the storyline is. But from what we see, I just gotta be like, dang girl, I would definitely not ever think that we friends, no matter what I told you at this point. Cause I'm like, where would you draw the line? I feel. Right. But when he went back and told her the whole conversation, and he revealed I wasn't even paying attention, why he ain't have on his ring?
Right. Like, did you think that was gonna be doing too much? You was trying to be funny or something. Like, I'm not understanding either why you would go meet with somebody and not have your ring on.
That's what
and she was just like, well, make sure you keep it on. Don't. He is doing the most. That's all I got to say.
I mean, and Moses is a fine ass man. I'll give him that. He fine and everything.
Fine and dumb.
But when I look at him in his eyes close up on the screen, I just get something like, ooh, stay away from the devil. It's just something in him. And I don't know what it is. And I'm hoping that, not to say I want him to do something so messed up, but I'm hoping he does something that corroborates my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that it's just something fuckboy about him that I just can't figure it out. And you know, I wonder if even Sunni right now, because it's their first season, you know how every couple has their things they don't like. I wonder what it is about him that irks her. You know, I just figure out like what's really deep surface about their relationship. So, okay. So, Mama calling. Oh, no, she texted. Mama. Oh, I hate thumbs up. I hate that you did that. Anyway, when she kept saying he wanted to be her girlfriend. I was like, do you think the way he was explaining it, like, okay, his what's it called? His reason for leaving her, going to be with Sunni, what have you, was because she ain't give enough time. The main thing was on his birthday, right? When she didn't come through for his birthday. Mm-hmm. He was having a tantrum on that. That ain't even valid.
I mean, not if you was going every other weekend. And what if you had to work on the same day?
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure she just didn't not show up. I'm sure she was like, hey, babe, I ain't going to be able to make it. I know she just did it. I know she didn't just do a no call, no show.
Right.
We said the storyline makes no sense. He didn't want to come on the show before. Now he wants the spotlight. The storyline makes no sense. I really don't care. Destiny has bigger issues to deal with. And that's why I'm so mad at this storyline for her. I feel like that she could be showing so much more. Like she's trying to upgrade her Madani. She's got the Madani candle. It's beautiful. I am about to get one. And she's got the Madani mist, body mist out. Like she is doing her thing. And once again, business, but we're not showing the business in this show. Carlos, what are you doing? Again, now I want to bitch about Carlos. Again, because what the fuck are you doing with the show? I'm really pissed off.
Girl.
And I'm pissed off because that new show that he got coming out is what Love and Marriage Huntsville was supposed to originally been. Until it became about Mel and Martell cheating. This new show, Family Empire, or whatever, is what Love and Marriage Huntsville was really supposed to be. This is what the whole franchise was supposed to be. But it turned into this for Love and Marriage Huntsville. And then that's what became the formula for the Love and Marriage franchise. And that's why it's so fucked up. And he knows that didn't go that way. So now he got this new shit coming out. That's what it was supposed to be. And that's all this is. The first moment I saw it, I'm like, no. Because this is what Love and Marriage Huntsville was supposed to be. Now the kicker will be when the show does start off, and to see how well the show does. If the show doesn't do well, then I feel like we can't even bitch about the fact that we said we want Black excellence, because if he's going to give us Black excellence in this and it doesn't do well, then what the fuck can we say? You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, because I see you are uninterested.
We're just at a mute point with Destiny and Moses. One say we broke up this time, one say they're wrong. Like you said, nothing is getting resolved. Sunni and Moses are married now, so we just got to keep it moving.
Okay, so how do you feel about Tisha and Trisha's gym session? They met up for the first time after we saw the clip that we thought was going to be really... Of course, the clip was very misleading. But how do you feel about Tisha and Trisha? They finally meet up and they decide that they're going to continue their training relationship in the gym. So, yeah, I was kind of mad at the fact that the scene, what's it called? The trailer from last week made it look like this scene was going to be something that it completely wasn't. But I'm glad that the girls decided, okay, we can be cool. We ain't going to let this and that and the third interrupt this right here.
And again, it's giving me staged Zeus at the pool. But just the way the conversation seemed so choppy, and why are we at the gym talking about all this extra stuff and you just met this lady? And it's like I know they need to get her story out, but it's like awkward and too soon. But that's just my opinion.
Because they need to show what's actually going on instead of people having a conversation about it. All the reality show is now, this is all a reality show is now. A reality show is whoever the cast is, you put the cast in certain groups, and in certain groups of cast have a scene where they talk and where they ask a question about somebody else on the cast so they can whoop, 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 and then it creates something. I feel like reality TV ain't even what it's supposed to be anymore. Reality TV is really going downhill. I find myself trying to watch more scripted television than reality television these days. For real.
That's a very valid point.
My scripted shows more than my reality TV shows now.
Because what it is, it's reality TV overproduced.
It really is. It's really stupid. Just like the scene with Mel and her single girls. The little pink party they had, which was cute. Okay, you did something that was cute. But again, why are we talking about people? And here we go talk about an African man again. Like, do you have an African man already? Because you keep bringing up an African man. I feel like she secretly got one or something already. I'm tired of hearing about that too. Here we go. Season 8. Season 8. Mind you, Martell cheated in season 1. And here we are in season 8. And we still got to talk about Martell. Now, she needs to go through her healing journey. And everyone's is different. I get that. But I feel like they need to bring that back. Don't let that be her highlight anymore. Find something else to be her highlight instead of Martell. We can still talk about it, yeah, but we don't need that to be the main focus. We don't need to have it, because We don't need it. It don't need to be so serious to where Nell's scene is deciding who to bring to her party. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how is that even a situation? I'm just so upset. I'm tired. I'm getting so tired of the show. I do this every time. I try to stay so loyal to this show, but they is really just killing the vibe. They really are.
Yes. Yes, they are.
But anyway, the most interesting thing that happened this episode was the fact that Martell want to act like he don't know Trisha.
Right.
I don't even know what the hell this is even about. Okay. And then I don't know if she's even being truthful. I don't even know if Trisha being truthful either. Honestly. And it looked like Kenny don't understand it either. Because he been looking like
something ain't right in the milk.
Something in the milk ain't clean. So when he comes into, first of all, Stormy, baby girl, what was the point of the roses? I'm like, what is a trail of roses leading to? What are we doing here? It looked like a trail of roses was leading to Trisha, for Martell. I'm like, what is really happening here? This is weird all the way from the jump. So that was weird thing number one. But you see how he didn't even look at her face at all when he shook her hand and said, "Hi, I'm Martell." Like, you ain't even know whose hand you was shaking, my dude.
It was weird. It was super weird because then it's like, oh, I know you, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, what else did I have? Okay, so when they were talking and Martell and Trisha, they mentioned someone named Zaria because they were like, it was before or after Zaria. Who the hell is Zaria? I've never heard of Zaria.
Did she have a kid from her previous marriage or relationship?
I don't know who Zaria is. But the moment she said that, he quickly was like, no, let's not put out the timeline. Okay, Martell, why you want to hide the timeline, sir? What you got to hide? Who is you with? Because I feel like if you got to hide the timeline, that means there's something to hide, period. And if there's something to hide, period, then what is there to hide? Because Trisha said that she was talking to Martell's brother, Bartez. So What is it that's the problem, Martell? Because you acting real sus. He was acting real sus the whole
and she was looking super awkward too. Like, that was just, I mean, and I'm tired of the narrative on these shows. Oh, you don't know me? You know me. So it's weird. So I'm like, why y'all just can't be like, oh, you went to high school with my brother, or maybe it was some awkward, like the brother and her dated, and they don't want to like say that or something. Like, I don't know.
Well, but she said right then and there that it was Martez, but it didn't make sense to me when she did say she knew Martez more, and Stormy was like, okay, that makes sense, or I get it, like that makes more sense, that says a lot. That made it more confusing to me, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like editing made it say Martez and not Martell. Because I just feel it's just something really off. And I was seeing other bloggers talk about it in their talking about the whole thing. And a lot of people were saying that this was like a real scripted scene that they made to look like it was reality TV. Like, it was completely like dead ass scripted. And I couldn't help but think, like, that's kind of how I felt about this episode too. a
It was
lot
a
of
lot of overproducing on this episode because I feel like they didn't really have a whole lot of content to give us.
right. It was just really weird about a lot of things. And I was just like, I don't think so. But but Trisha knows something that she ain't saying enough. And when Ken came and when they were having that dinner, her birthday dinner, he was just like, look, what's really going on? Because that makes it seem like y'all did date or something did happen between y'all. So you need to clear that up.
Right.
And I feel like she definitely do. And I wonder if her and Mel will ever come face to face this season. They have to at some point, right?
At some point. At
I
some
mean,
point. But
everyone has to come to face at some point, I feel. But I don't even see, but even that will be staged because what reason would Trisha have to be in Mel's space unless, oh, it's an event that Tisha or Kimmy put together and want to
right,
invite
just
everybody.
if Martell is gonna be a model in Stormy's event, I don't think Mel would be showing up.
Well, yeah, that definitely won't happen.
So
Yeah.
I don't know where they could, unless somebody has an event where Mel's gonna be there, but Martell is not, and maybe somebody will bring Trisha to Nell's birthday party.
Ew, yikes. There's
She
already enough
said she
madness that's
knows.
about to happen. I hope not.
She
But
said
because
she knows Nell. Remember, she was
oh
like,
yeah, that's right. Well,
yeah,
yeah,
she
because
said she
yeah.
knew her.
So we'll see what Mel knows. Look what Mel know. That's what see what Mel got to say. I want to
Right.
see. I want to hear Mel's side. Mel always got a different perspective than everybody else. So I wonder what hers is on this. You get a little bit of everything. Get a little bit of truth from everybody. But
Mm-hmm.
so Stormy, yeah. So you mentioned that Stormy, yeah, she did ask Martell to be in the thing in her show or whatever, and she gonna ask Trisha to train him. Now, are we really about to have some scenes and some shit going on between Martell and Trisha? I don't feel that. Not that Mel is the boss because she ain't, but I don't feel that Mel would be going for that.
I don't feel
So
that Trish would be going for that either.
I don't
But
think Ken would be going for that.
right. Why? Because I'm like, your man, he like a trainer or whatever. Why you ain't sending someone? I don't train you men, but I'll make an exception. Why you ain't sending him to your man? He know your man or know of your man. So,
Mm.
and that's
Yeah,
crazy.
because not only that, she mentioned he act like he don't know me. They went to his magazine cover party. I'm like,
But
oh, you
here's
know her,
another
and you
thing.
know her man. So why are you acting funny?
And
That's
Martell is normally physically fit. So it's nothing for he's been in the gym with Marceau and Maurice, Courtney. There's no need for anybody to train Martell. He know what to do when he go in the gym. His body and his face is his moneymaker.
yes, exactly. He funny. He know he gonna get it together. That's just again. I feel like acting once again. You got together. You just needed that to say that in order for y'all to have a scene together. And if even okay, and say he really, whatever the situation is, why didn't she double down more on it? Because why wouldn't she be like, Martell, don't act funny. You know who I am. But she was kind of coy about it too.
It's weird.
Again,
I'm over it.
that's what I'm saying. It
But can
just
we
feel
talk
like
about Mel and these new friends that except for the chick at the renaming ceremony, we ain't never seen none of these ladies before.
I guess these are the real friends the real friends that aren't part of the show, obviously, because she don't fuck with nobody else off on the show, period.
Where
So I
she
guess
done dug these people up from? Like I said, minus the lady that was at the renaming ceremony, because I didn't see none of these other ladies at the renaming ceremony.
and one of the other girls is one of the ladies that she just went into business with and doing something with that just came out that I just saw them on. So yeah, so that's a girl she do business with. I don't know how close they are other than the business. So I don't know who these girls are, but apparently these are the real friends. But okay, I guess. I mean, if she can have her real friends, let's see everyone's real friends. Like, how real is this show? Let's get real. Let's get candid. Let's do something. Let's let's have a revamp. Something. Period. Something. I don't know. I really don't. I really hope that this season doesn't go on very long.
Well,
You
they
should know
keep
about it.
bringing
Probably
on
keep
these
up the
dry ass
show. So
couples.
continue to eat. The stories do not flow. Carlos just shoots different scenes and throws them together. Yep.
Right, because Tiffany and Lewis was dry until the end with her, the postpartum taking this toll. And a lot of women have dealt with that, so that was good. But it was boring up until that, besides her being messy and being a Karen. Now you then brought on Nell and Chris full time. Now they got some juicy stories, so they okay. But now this whole Trish and Ken.
Hey, Misha. Because people got a problem that I don't like to bash. The millimeters got a problem that I don't like to bash the other cast members. So they be coming for me. But yeah, I swear, I feel. But what else? There was something else I wanted to overlapping. Get hated, stabbed, and back about Mary. I gotta do better with my notes. I be fucking up and not putting in the whole words, and I think I know better when I be high. Okay, we just talked about the friends. We talked about Sunni and Moses, talking about that. Oh, okay. Do you think that Trisha really wants to marry Ken and she is ready? So here's the thing. That whole entire dinner where they're sitting there, and he told her straight up, like, look, I ain't trying to put all my eggs in one basket because I feel like there's any moment you might whoop, whoop, whoop and change your mind. When he asked her dead to her face, like, what it is, what's up, she was still hesitant.
Yeah, but was that editing? Because when we see this full scene next week, just like they drug out Destiny and Moses, when we see the full scene next week, she could have answered right away.
No, it's just, and that's what I'm saying. Why do we gotta keep having a cliffhanger right in the middle of the conversation? Can we normalize ending one scene before we go to another? I hate a cliffhanger. I really do. You know what? It ain't even that I hate a cliffhanger. I hate how on do they cliffhangers.
Right.
I hate every single cliffhanger on every time. You know what? I think I might stop watching the last minute of the goddamn episode because I'm tired of the way they leaving me.
Because look how they showed us clip like 2 episodes ago that we didn't get to this episode. Then they they didn't finish up the Destiny and Moses. Then when we get the full conversation, it's nothing like the clip that we saw 2 weeks ago. So what I'm saying is, she could have answered right away. They just stalling it out for the cliffhanger purposes.
Why?
But
and why should be absolutely nothing? It's gonna be like, this is what we waited for. And it's like, know what a cliffhanger is, god damn it. Like, God is leaving us on some stupid ass shit.
He do got a valid point though, because like, why you ain't divorced this man yet? Then she told Tisha that they hadn't even filed yet. You can't get divorced until you at least file.
They just started bringing it up, but I know she said, well, at first we wouldn't talk about it at all. Then we would talk about it, and then it would go nowhere. How is it not going nowhere? Look, if you in love and you ready to marry a man, you ready to marry him. You gonna marry him right away. Period.
Clearly,
you was not about to sit and wait for anything else to happen. So
But
why would you sit
clearly,
there and just wait?
if you in a whole nother relationship to the point y'all talking about marriage, the conversation should be, I'm going down to the courthouse on Monday to file for divorce. What address you want me to send these papers to? In the conversation. And if she don't have an address, call me, baby, because I can get on my little private eye detective stuff, and I have every last address this man didn't have for the last 10 years, or maybe 20. I don't know what I might find. But send the man the papers and keep on moving.
That's what I'm saying. That's all it takes. Something she don't want to.
End of story after that.
It's something. It's something else. Something just seems so weird with them, period. I don't know. It's just, it's no, not them, her. Ken seemed cool. I can fuck with Ken. He cool. He seemed like he get right along with the men and everything. But it's Trish that got me a little bit reserved, because I remember even before the show started, the season started, when it was revealed that she and Ken was going to be on the show, I remembered, I don't know if it was under Love and Marriage Huntsville's, hers, or someone else's, or Carlos, somebody's had posted the clip of them. And somebody just tore into her and was like, who is this? Because this ain't even your husband. So right then and there, we knew what her storyline was. Right. So it's people still out here thinking that they still together, or don't even know what the real situation between them is, because they commenting under the post, this like harshly talking shit about her, like dogging her. Like, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait to see what this one is about, because she seems like
I don't know, like, you know how you see somebody and you just be like, they look sneaky, and I don't know if that's the way they're trying to portray her with all of these side conversations and whatnot, but she's coming across, I'm not saying she is sneaky, but she is coming across sneaky or hiding something, or I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, she's definitely not coming off as very straightforward and trustworthy.
And I would think that I like people that think before they talk, but she has to really like sit there and conjure up before she speaks. She takes a long time to answer or respond to anything, and she responds to it very slowly, as if she's starting and she's still thinking about how she's gonna finish it off. It's just so calculating. I don't know. I really, at this point, need to know more about the relationship between her and the ex. And I'm wondering, has Ken ever saw him at all? Talk, like, I there's so much I need to know. Like, who is this man? Is anyone trying to find out? I wonder. I'm not about to sit there and do it. I ain't got the time. I'm gonna wait for somebody else to do it. But I really want to know, like, who this man is. I really do. And I want to know why she is still married to him if it was so awful.
It's giving me winter vibes. When she first came on Love and Marriage DC, yes, with her husband of 6 months that lived in his mama basement.
That was like one of the things I thought of at some point too. This is a winter recycle. This is a winter recycle storyline. And I do not want that. I don't even care to say I don't want that for her, because I don't know her for the storyline. All I'm saying is I just need her to be a little bit more. I just need her to be a little bit more. And I think Ken look like he need her to be a little bit more too. Because if he's still having doubts,
right, especially when he was like, well, I don't know. Every time we talk about this, you're like, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. So are you going to change your mind? Do you still have feelings for this man? You know, like, as much as women talk about we want to be secure in our relationships, men want to feel secure in their relationships too. Because if this man and you have already talked about marriage, the first thing I would have been doing, the first time he said, baby, I want to sit down and have a conversation and talk about our plan and when we're going to get married. What does marriage look like to you? What are your values raising kids? Blah, blah, blah. When we had that conversation and I knew he wasn't just a boyfriend and he acting like he in it for the long haul, I would have been at the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I know in some states, if you say you don't know where the man is, you got to wait X amount of time. You got to put like a notice in the classified ads or something, and you can get a divorce if y'all don't have no property or kids
I
or
feel like she
whatever.
definitely know where he is, and he know where she is.
Right. But
I
I'm just
want to
saying,
know the
you
last
can
contact
pretend. You can
situation.
pretend like you don't know
I
and
will.
and get your divorce in like 60, 90 days or something.
That's what I'm saying. If there's so many things, I wonder, has she even? I want to know if she's even consulted,
An
a
attorney.
lawyer and asked these questions yet. I want to know, who has she confided in her family? I want to meet some of her family and see what her family say, those close
But
to
here's
her,
the
and how
deal. You
they.
don't even need, unless you got like property, kids, blah, 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 whatever, and it's going to be a messy divorce. You don't even need an attorney. You can go to LegalZoom.com, download all the paperwork, and go in and fill your name, their name. I don't got no property of his. He ain't got no property of mine. We don't have no bills together, whatever the case is. And then go down to the court and pay your $150, $47.50, $250, whatever it is in your city and state, and file them damn papers. Most of the time, people get an attorney because they got to do the child support. They want alimony. They need somebody got to investigate it because somebody hiding money in some offshore bank account, or they just don't know the laws or whatever, and they just want to hurry up and get it over with, like a quickie divorce or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
I think somewhere either in Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, somewhere you can go and get divorced, and one of them, U.S. territories, you can go and get divorced, and the other person don't even got to be there.
Boom. See, that sounds even better to me. I don't gotta look at your ass.
Yeah, because they were talking about some billionaire who told his wife he was going on a work trip, went to some country, divorced her, never told her they was divorced. And then when they went to go get divorced, when she said she wanted divorce, they was already divorced and she got nothing.
See,
So yeah, it can be done. When there's a will, there is a way.
there's a way. There is a way. It happens all the time. There's a way for everything. That's one thing
Mm-hmm.
about America. They gonna find some type of way, some type of loophole, some type of something to make some shit go down and happen legally. Whatever, it will happen. But on the
For
other
sure.
fence for Ken, how long would you wait? I mean, if okay, say you were Ken in this situation, how long would you wait for her? How long would you wait for her to be like, look, you need to really do something about this? Because she looked like she really ain't even worried about it. And I wonder if it's because she feel that he ain't going nowhere.
I mean, I wonder how long they've been together, first of all. Like, exclusively living together, because in the boyfriend girlfriend dating, getting to know each other stage or whatever, but the way she talking about him being around the kids and all that, and taking them to all these events and whatnot, I need to know the time frame, because once you get to that point where you're leaving your child alone with somebody, you need to be at the courthouse filing some divorce papers.
Yeah. Like real talk.
So
Like,
yeah, remember she showed the picture of the kid. So maybe that's Zaria.
okay, maybe desire is
Yeah,
but
because I
for
kept thinking, did
but
she have a
for
kid?
but for Martell to it just feels weird for her to
Yeah.
say Zari out of all places. out of all names to relate for Martell a timeline. You know, I don't know.
I don't know. They
I need
all
to know
weird.
who Zarya is because it's just weird that they brought up Zarya. And if it is her daughter, why would you say Zarya? That's just my thing. That and I
Well,
just
maybe she was like, because he's seen her when she was pregnant. I don't know. Is
well,
Ted's
he
the
said
baby
it's been a long
daddy?
time and she looked at no, because at that time, remember she said she was only 99 pounds.
Right.
So now I need to see. Now I need to go and stalk her Instagram and see if she got throwbacks of herself because I need to see like did you really not know who she was? But that's not even a thing. Remember because like again, her and Kenny was just at his magazine party, so he
And
knew
then
how
she
she looked
said, and then she said she saw him 2 weeks ago at Target.
at Target. Now you know him and Ariane like to be at Target shopping together. I wonder was Ariane with him. Ha ha!
Maybe
You know,
that's
because
why
I
she.
think no, I don't think so. Because that was around the time when he was calling. That probably could have been around the time. No, that was then back then. Yeah, it could have been Ariane with him back then with filming that
Right,
time.
but maybe that's why
They
you
could
want
have
to act
been,
like he don't
but
know
never.
her because she saw him with Ariane. She might have seen him with Ariane when he was full on with Mel, because that's when you try to act like it. You know what? People sitting up here, did she mess with Martell? No, she probably did mess with Martell. She probably seen Martell and Ariane out a lot because he wasn't hiding her.
Man, maybe that's why he wanted to be hush hush, but he ain't hiding her, so that wouldn't be a reason for him to be hush
No,
hush
but
without
but
knowing
it's still
Trisha.
awkward. It like, for example, when I first moved back to Wichita, I went to the hair salon. Now,
Mm-hmm.
my first baby daddy, I my daughter by him is 28, 29 at the time or whatever, right? And this girl is in the beauty salon telling me that she saw my baby daddy at the casino with somebody who wasn't the woman that he with now. I said, girl, that ain't none of my business. But the next time I had went over to a family function, it was kind of awkward because I'm like, people just
Yeah.
randomly come tell me this man's business. And now I'm sitting up in these people's house, but I wasn't never gonna say nothing because it ain't none of my business. But
Right.
when you see people out doing dirt, and then now you sitting in this intimate space because it's just the three of them, he might have been like, oh, she saw me back when uh I was first kicking it with Ariane and nobody knew. Like, she been knowing something, some dirt on him. And the way that Martell like to get around, he community property, he the park, everybody can get on the merry-go-round. Ain't no telling how many women she been seen him with.
Right. But you would think if it was around the era of Mel, his wife was the biggest thing, you would think Mel's name would have been something like before you and Mel got married, before, but again, you want to mention Zarya, but not Mel. I just, we know it's something weird unless it's just one big script acting that they doing that it kind of looked like, which was kind of stupid. And then poor Stormy was all of us like, what the fuck is happening? What is this? What's going on? I don't get it. Did y'all fuck or not? Is who's fucking who and what happened, when, what, who, why, what, where? We don't know. So she don't came on. She got Kim and she got her ex-husband. She used to date Montez, and we don't know what's going on with her and
Well,
Martell.
I
She
don't
done
know
got
about
dated
being used to
four men
dating. I
already.
just know that they went to high school and she know Montez more than she know Martell.
That's what
I
she
don't think
said.
they used to
But
date.
it's looking like she might have known Martell too. Maybe just as I don't want to say she messed with brothers, but shit,
Well,
if you
no,
mess
because
with
she was saying in the gym that Martell and Montez was both bad, but Martell went to college and got his little preppy image together, and Montez been in and out of jail,
yeah,
currently back
yeah,
incarcerated.
it's just something weird, and I hope that it all comes together, gets connected, and because this is just weird, and I want to see her husband. Um, Kim wasn't married before though, right? I don't
Who?
remember.
I
Call
don't
him
think so. No,
hearing that.
no,
No.
no. That was Moses. They said he had just came off a
Okay, yeah,
divorce.
Moses was one. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to know about Moses and his past. I feel like that needs to come up. I need some more information. I need people that know
But
him from back in the
But
day.
here's my thing. We glossed over the Sunny Moses conversation. But why does she have so much shade for Destiny? Talking about she was one of the many that was getting flued out. And I'm so happy you chose me, giving
So
me all
a
kind
pick
of
me.
pick
A
me
pick
shit.
me. Everyone to say Destiny was to pick me. But when, like you said, I'm so happy you chose me. He picked you. So wouldn't that make her the pick me?
Yeah, because this is what I'm saying. If you know, um, I don't know why she keeps calling her a side chick if the man wasn't married, right?
Because she loves to say it just to make herself feel
Okay.
better.
So then you saying she was getting flued out. So you was getting flued out, and 2 or 3 other flus was getting flued out. And then he just woke up one morning and said, I choose you. Like, that's a prize. The man is fine and done. That's it. Fine and done.
I'm trying to figure out what did he do for a living back then to be flying all these bitches out back and forth. If that's what you were doing, if you
Girl,
had,
they was flying on Spirit and Frontier.
you talking about he has so many on the roster. So how were you
And why
financially?
would you be proud to say something like that? Like, you
That's what I'm
can't turn
saying.
a hoe into a housewife or a husband, right? So you sitting up here glorifying the fact she was one of many, which in turns means, hey baby, you was one of many too. You just the favorite
Yeah, like you said, you just the
at the
one
moment.
he decided to deal with. That was gonna be the one that'll deal with him
And
for
if you
being
calling
broken
her a
down.
side chick, somebody had to be a main chick. And if the main chick gets here's the thing, when a side chick moves up to the main chick, that means her spot is open. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so trust and believe, if she was a side chick and now you are the main chick, I know that she didn't go from side chick to main chick, but if a man always has a side chick, the position is now open.
Yep.
So you might have married him, but if he's a side chick type of nigga, the spot is open, or it's currently we're now hiring, and he's doing applications and auditions.
Exactly. And he's always doing applications and auditions when you in this line when you got sides. Because you always want to switch the sides. There's always new sides coming into development. Sides are very fun to switch when you got many sides to switch from.
And maybe what I think the big deal was, whenever Destiny was doing whatever she was doing, because remember everybody kept saying, she was going through the divorce, she couldn't talk about it, and then they was like, she ain't got no man, she ain't got no man, and she was with him probably during his time, right? But she couldn't bring him onto the screen because of maybe whatever thing else was going on, or maybe she wasn't really sure where their relationship was going. Now,
what made it seem like it was him who didn't want to be on because he
right,
didn't
but
like.
now he on Front
Now
Street
he all in
with
the
Sunni.
video.
Right. And y'all got married in December, 2 days before they started filming? Because this is on this we on episode what, 4 or 5, whatever it is.
Five.
5. 5. Okay, so we on episode 5. So that takes us back. When did this start? The end of April?
Think so. Something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so this started, I think, April 27th or something or whatever. I have to look on my little thing. But anyways, so they got married in December. So they was married, and then they started filming, because it takes 3 to 6 months for them to film.
Depending on when they just jumped in, because Carlos always got the
Right, and they could have jumped in
going, so
midway.
they jump.
They could have jumped in midway. And some scene, you know how they do. Well, this scene was really 3 months ago, but they played it. This scene was 3 months before scene in episode 1, but they don't play that scene until episode 10. So you just never know. But
yeah, they can put it any way they want it. So exactly, you never know. But that's the whole point. You just never know, and that's why I try not to take it with a grain of salt too much, because you just never know. But you know a funny thing about the whole Moses and Sunny conversation was why the first thing Sunny did was she want to know what how
had
Destiny
on.
looked and what she was wearing. She wanted to know if Destiny came dressed to impress for her husband.
I come dressed to impress every time I walk out the house. Ain't had nothing to do with your husband. Because I ain't never seen Destiny not look good.
But there is a certain way though. And I gotta, and this is where I agree with Sunny on this. You know, I gotta give part. So because I want to know, like, what did she do to make how she made herself look? There's a way to present yourself. Right. And there's this, I want to let this motherfucker know what he been missing type. Right. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference. So I get it. But and she was older. She was like, what does Heifer have on? Did she have this? Did she have this? Like, she wanted to know everything.
Oh, she had some heels on. She was looking
of it
cute.
like,
he was like, I guess
ain't thinking of it like that because he a man. And so, he ain't thinking of it. So when she said that, he like, I don't know what you talking about. But she knew exactly what she was talking about. And I get that. What was she gonna say?
No, I mean, because she was like, did she have on heels? Was she looking cute? He was like, I don't know, I guess so.
But even if she did look good, but he wasn't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Like, what did he expect her to say? What did she expect?
Did she really expect him to be like, oh, she was looking fine,
right.
Motherfucker? What?
He ain't stupid. He may be broke, but he ain't stupid. Let me quit calling this man broke. I don't want to wish brokenness on no black man.
Right.
But, she was just like, come on. But he was looking. And I saw him looking. And she saw him looking. And she knew it because that's why she came in looking like that. It's just one way to look presentable, business-like. You can look business-like when you go into a meeting. You can look presentable when you go into a kid's PTA. You look presentable different when you're going just to the grocery store, but you still want to look not all motherfuckers. Some bitches at Walmart be looking any type of way they want. But if you're going somewhere else besides Walmart to grocery shop, you're gonna look yourself presentable a certain way. You're gonna present yourself good enough when you go, pick up your kids from your baby daddies and he got a new woman. There's levels to it. And so she knew what she was doing when she came dressed to impress, and he knew that she was dressed to impress. That's why she came in like a bad bitch with that big D energy that she got. That's what Destiny all about, that big D energy. Shout out, Des. But yeah, I was just like, okay, Des, do your thing. You knew she was coming for her. Do your big one. But yeah, Sunny, honey, you have no say over that. You have no say over that. But then you want to be like, oh, I should have been there. You should have been there. Y'all, exactly. Y'all both should have been there. Y'all both owe her an explanation. That's how I feel. I feel like they all three should have had that discussion. And I wonder if we're going to get that. I'm sure we'll probably get a one-on-one between her.
The three of them need to sit down.
Or it's going to be just a one-on-one between her and Destiny finally, because they gonna have their one-on-one. Of course, everybody wants to see that. And I think I would like to see that first before they try to jump Destiny and gang up on her, because I don't think that's right. But, it is what it is. But so next episode that comes on next week, I believe this is when we have, it looks like Nell's birthday party, I think.
Yeah.
And Tisha is about to be on one. She's about to have her issue with Nell out. So, is Tisha about to get into it with Nell at Nell's birthday party?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
What if Nell kick her out? Now that'll be two places she don't got kicked out of this whole time. Tisha, don't get kicked out, girl. Do not get kicked out. Because she get into it with Nell and she gonna get into it with Stormy finally. Because her and Stormy gonna have their face to face. And they gonna have their thing. I'm like, Lord Jesus. And then you see Mel be like, she is on one. So that means Tish about to be lit next episode. Look, it's her party.
Yep.
Have you seen that meme that goes around saying, once I don't had 3 or 5 shots, is my birthday too? And it's about to be Tish's birthday too, I think. So that's what we got to
all the way live.
Yeah, so that's what we got to look forward to next week. There's actually no drama that's really happened in real time this week with the cast, which is great.
Thank God nobody else went to jail.
Yeah, no one's went to jail. Everyone's out of jail. However, I do need to look and see how Nell's son is. I haven't seen if he's out yet or not, and I don't.
He got out the same day.
Oh, he did too. Okay, good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Maurice was in like 12 hours. He was in like a couple hours.
He was in the drunk tank.
Fast. Remember, because we were talking about how you get out of jail so fast.
Right. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So good for that. But yeah, so we got Nell's party to look forward to next week, and I'm sure that'll be the highlight, and it'll be at the end, and we will be left on some type of cliffhanger. I'm sure that cliffhanger is going to either be Tisha's beef with Stormy or Tisha's beef with Nell. So look, let's start doing predictions for cliffhangers. What's your prediction for next week's cliffhanger?
I'm right there with you. You summed it up.
Okay, so Tuesday. Is this Tuesday?
No, because remember we did Monday.
Okay. Look, I gotta make sure.
Not this Tuesday, but
not next Tuesday. So
we will for episode 5 and 6.
Okay, we got that. So I really need to do a variety show. I haven't done one in a while. What else are you working on lately?
I'm just waiting on House of the Dragon. That will come out on June 16th. So I'll pick a day to do that, and then we'll be doing baddies. And then once my house is not under construction, I'll be able to do a little bit more.
Yes, talk to them. Did you get that settled with paying for the rooms?
Yeah, I got all that settled, but they still not done. Boom. I'm still waiting on the tile and concrete people to come.
Boom. So boom, 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 boom.
Hopefully by the end of this week, my house will be back fully functioning.
I'm ready for you. I know you can't wait to get back home. I know you tired of this. You tired, boss.
I ain't slept in my own bed in like a week. I want to get back in my bed.
I know that's right. I feel you on that. All right, and see what about I don't know. I'm gonna try to do a variety show, but I can't make no promises. But y'all know Thursday is Royal Rules of Ohio, so make sure y'all tune into that. I think Ma will be joining me again. I'm not sure. But I love that show. That is so fun and refreshing. The girls are amazing. It's a family show. They're so good. It's really good. They're all Ghanas, and the girls were born here, and they're like they just graduated and everything. But it's a really good show. It's very refreshing. It's very good. So tune in Thursday nights 10:15 for that. And everything is gravy. We out this nasty thing.